So we're talking about money that could be going towards our savings and investments or even just enjoying life, but instead it's being eaten away by unnecessary expenses. So think about it. How often do you catch yourself buying things on impulse or splurging on luxury because, well, you feel like you deserve it? And don't even get me started on subscription services. It's like they're designed to drain our wallets without us even realizing it. The thing is, these expenses add up quickly. And before we know it, we're struggling to make ends meet. We often focus on big expense. Uh, we pay attention to the big expenses like rent and mortgage and car payments. But it's the smaller, seemingly insignificant leaks that can truly sink your financial ship. These hidden drains often go unnoticed, quietly eating away at your savings. It's the daily coffee, the impulse buy, the subscription. And then there's going to be the lifestyle inflation. That's something that we have forgotten about. That's when our spending habits increase as our income does. We get a raise, and suddenly we're treating ourselves to fancy dinners and luxury vacations. We accept prices without question, especially for reoccurring services like phone bills, internet, and insurance. But these costs are often negotiable, and simply phone calls can lead to significant savings. Just calling them up. The cost of dating differs significantly between men and women, waiting for the trolls to hit, with men generally bearing a higher financial burden. 84% of men report paying more for dating expenses even after 6 months of dating. Young men pay for all or most of dates about 90% of the time, and only about 2% of women pay for all or most dates. 76% of men feel guilty when accepting women's money for dates. 39% of women wish men would reject their offers to pay. 44% of women are bothered when men expect them to help pay. And some argue that men paying for debt is a form of compensation for women's sacrifices in relationships and the gender pay gap. And before I go any further, what the hell sacrifices are you making in a relationship? Help me understand that. If there's some ladies up here, make sure y'all like and subscribe as y'all pop in here. If there's some ladies up in here that know what these statistics are talking about, please chime in and help me understand that. What sacrifices are women making in relationships that require, first of all, in the relationship sacrifice that requires you before the relationship, before the sacrifice, to be compensated for dating. Now, this isn't talking about like dating the man paying for the dinner dates and the entertainment and stuff like that while they're in the relationship because the woman is filling the feminine roles. We're talking about the women that are being compensated for first dates, second dates, third dates, where the women have not chosen to commit to the man yet. She has not put forth any monetary or physical effort towards the relationship or the success of the relationship or the man in and of himself, where her value is based on her attractiveness and her ability to put out with that man, which isn't that valuable because you've got some women